Around 10 minutes had passed since Vorden had last heard Quinn say anything. Then movement from the other side of the door was heard as Quinn started to lift himself up from the ground. "Vorden, are you still there?" Quinn asked. "Yeah, I'm here. You all right now?" "Yeah, I'm okay. You probably want to know what just happened, don't you?" "Well, I'd be lying if I said no." Quinn then took a deep breath as he prepared to tell Vorden the whole tale. He slowly started at the beginning about how he had obtained a book, all up to the point where he had arrived in the portal world, eventually turning into the Bloodsucker. There were some details he decided to leave out, though. There was silence between the two for a few moments as Quinn finished the story. "You know, I knew you were different from the moment I met you," said Vorden. "What do you mean?" Quinn asked. "Do you know how abilities work? Every person has a number of mutant cells inside their body that they can activate. My ability allows me to replicate these cells from one person into my own body. But when I shook your hand, I felt the different cells in your body, Quinn. Just for whatever reason, I couldn't replicate them. It was the first time something like that had ever happened." "Are you scared of me, Vorden?" "Scared, Quinn? Everyone has their own secrets that they don't want others to know, some more so than others. It's understandable why you hid it." Vorden then turned around and moved the metal door out and into the corridor. To his surprise, Quinn looked almost like a completely different person. He had a whole new energy surrounding him. Quinn had grown a few inches in height. His skin looked super smooth and had gone slightly pale, while his face looked a little more masculine. "Now this might be a tough one to explain," Vorden said. They continued to walk around and ended back in the arena where the two of them fought. Based on Ian's information, the portal was most likely to be in this building. After searching around for a while and no success, the two of them sat down on the arena floor. Quinn asked why Vorden was even here in the first place and gave the simple reply of, "I came after you." The two of them started to laugh and joke about a few things as time passed by. "It's a shame you can't use your abilities in school. If it was a normal ability, my family could offer you protection. The military wouldn't try hurting you." Although Quinn could try to pass off the vampire abilities as something normal, there was the problem that there was no skill like it. On the video the system had shown, the blonde man stated others would now be looking for him. Were others referring to other vampires? If so, he needed to keep this a secret even more so than before. From the sound of the video, they didn't sound like they would be welcoming to him. Then something clicked in his head. There was something he could learn that wasn't part of his vampire skills. The level 6 ability book, the Shadow Book. While Vorden continued to search the arena for some type of secret exit, Quinn was pretending to look for one as well while walking around. "Would you like to take out the level 6 Shadow ability book?" This time, rather than a monotone robotic voice the system usually played in his head, it was the annoying energetic blonde man's voice. "Inspect. Level 6 Shadow Book can only be learnt by those that have been blooded." Blooded? Was that another name for vampires, perhaps? It started to make Quinn ask more questions about the book. Why did the military keep such a high-level book locked away? He had never heard of someone possessing a shadow ability before. Just then, the annoying voice was heard again. "So it looks like you want to learn more about the book, huh? Please?" Quinn said while gritting his teeth. "Your guess is correct. Blooded refers to those that have been blessed or cursed, whichever way you want to look at it, with vampire blood. It doesn't matter if they're a halfling, a vampire lord, or even a ghoul. As long as they possess some of the vampire's blood, they are able to learn these abilities." "Do you know why the book was here?" "I have no clue." "Is this the only ability book vampires can learn? And can vampires learn more than one ability?" "Just like humans, vampires are only able to learn one ability." Quinn had asked the AI more questions, hoping to get an answer it had no clue and would just reply back with sarcastic answers. With that being said, there was one person in the room that was knowledgeable about these things, and he might just know about the shadow ability. "Vorden, have you ever heard of an ability that uses shadows?" "Shadows? Honestly, my gut instinct would be no, or at least not the world anyway. But you were honest with me, so it's time I'll be honest with you," said Vorden. The two of them then sat down a few chairs apart in the stadium. "Remember when I said earlier how I kept an eye on you because I couldn't copy your ability? Well, you're not the first one, or not the first one in our family," said Vorden. "As you know, I'm an original, so our powers have been passed down from generation to generation for hundreds of years. In my great-grandfather's journal, there was a time he said he had come across another user with an ability. Now back then this was rare, the whole world still didn't know humans had super capabilities, but each time we would come across one, my family would log it, especially since our ability relied on others." "So is that why you were so interested in me?" "When you say it like that, it sounds a little strange. I assure you, I don't think of you in that way, Vorden said awkwardly, but then his face went serious. Now that I told you, tell me, how would something the public not know about would you know about? At the moment, Quinn lifted the ability book in his hand. Whoa, you actually found it. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's learn it now. We have all the time in the world and we're stuck here doing nothing. Well, I really did want to learn it, but the problem is if I did, others would be after me, just like they would for the vampire ability. Vorden started to think long and hard if there was anything he could do to help him. Then his master plan came to him. I think we can use the situation we're in to your advantage, said Vorden. The school must know by now that we have been sent to another planet. You can just say you found the book here, that you learnt it for your survival. They all know you're level 1 trash. Vorden paused for a moment after saying those words. I mean, they all think you're just a level 1, right? I'll say while we were in the portal world, I protected you, and as payment, after learning the skill, you decided to hand the book over to me. That way the people will no longer be bugging you for it, but my family instead. Are you sure your family will be okay with that? For a split second, Quinn thought he had seen Vorden's face drop, but then he blinked and looked again. It was completely normal.
Hi, Quinn here. Wondering what happens next? If you want to jump the queue and unleash all episodes, click on the link here and install the Pocket FM app.